Greetings everyone and welcome to Streets of New Capenna Alchemy draft. Yet again, there's still time for me to do one or two of these before the event ends. And this pack has, well, first of all, the one alchemy card is a big spender, pretty decent. 2 mana, 2/1 haste is normally something you don't mind playing in limited. It's not like a premium quality 2-drop, but can be okay, but the fact that you get treasure tokens when any of your creature gets blocked, one or more, I mean you can only get one per turn, but still, that's really good, because treasure tokens can be quite valuable. So it's an interesting first pick. The other option would be Sleep with the Fishes, because it's a really high quality removal spell. Red is a worse color than blue in this set, but then again this is an alchemy draft. So let's pick the alchemy card. I think the Sleep with the Fishes might be a little bit better first pick, but I want to play with these alchemy cards now that we have a limited time opportunity to play with them. Here the best cards in the pack are Jewel Thief and Whack. Giada is also quite good, because even if you forget about the Angel's Energy, a 2 mana 2/2 flying and vigilance, and it's not even like a double caster, it's a 1 white and 1 anything. It's a really good 2-drop. You would be happy to play this in any of your white decks just for the stats and abilities alone. And then sometimes you might have some angels, for example, the best common in the set happens to be an angel. So I could be black-red, or I could be red-green. Red-green isn't exactly the best possible. I mean, it's quite. I mean, it has to be very open for the color combination to work. That's the thing. Black is slightly better than green, but Jewel Thief is the better card. Black is good removal spell, but Jewel Thief is just insane. I'm gonna take the best card in the pack, which I think is the Thief. And if red-green is open, I'm happy to play that. And of course I can be, I don't have to be 2 colors. That's usually what you want to be trying to draft in this format. Unless you get some, triple color bomb race or something. You want to be 2 colors and then introduce a 3rd color if the draft goes that way. For example, here the red and green cards aren't really anything to write home about, but the Ceremonial Groundbreaker is quite good, and I can still, just be green-white too. I think I'll take the Groundbreaker. The Rocco is, fine, but this is great in green-white, and I can still be red-green and splash for the Groundbreaker here, so I'll take it. In green you will have some citizens, and actually every color has citizens. Even this big spender happens to be a citizen. I didn't even realize, so of course this is gonna be a lot better when you can equip this thing around with only 1 mana. Alright, so here this also is a citizen, but I'm of course taking the bouncer speed down here. Stay on course. This usually comes pretty late, so this could be coming back to me and pick number 12. And here, okay, Goons. That's the best card in the pack by far. But I'm not taking that. There's also a Rivetes Initiate, but if I'm playing, either green-white or green-white-red. By the way, I have only 1 red card that I can easily abandon this. I'm taking the Plaza. That helps my mana, so let's do that. The Prize Fight is a card I'm not too excited about. It's okay, but it's not really a high pick for me. I'd rather make my mana work better before picking cards like Prize Fight. Alright, well, Darling of the Masses, pretty darn good card. There's also the Adjudicators very late, but I guess green might not be that drafted here. Well, I don't know. I'm just taking this, of course, and I'm with the lack of red cards coming to my way, I think the big spender is gonna be moved, away. Okay, well, this is... No, I'm gonna take the Gathering Throng here. It's also a citizen for this, and I think I might have shown one of these earlier in this pack. I could maybe find another copy right away in this first pack of the draft. For the Family was also something I was interested in, and I think in green-white, especially with these green ground guys, well, I have not too many of them, but the Guild Opinions is, I think, a card you can easily play. But here it's the time to pick a Gathering Throng, because if you want to get multiple of those, you have to start picking them quite early. And that is a late Goons. That's a really late Goons. This is a best of 1 draft. I'm never going to main deck a high-rise Sojak. Even though it's a citizen, it works for my citizen synergies. Now, is that a good enough reason to actually consider playing it? Maybe I get the green-white 2-drop that also cares about citizens. Yeah, I'm not going to play black here, even though this is clearly the best card in the pack by far. I take this because there's like I guess a small chance I'm actually going to end up playing it, but that is really a small chance. I can take a Skycrier here. I don't actually have any 2-drops other than the Big Spender, which I'm gonna cut now. I don't think it is gonna feature a red. Right, Master's Theater, Tramway Station, none of this does anything, so I'll take the uncommon. Another Skycrier. Warm welcome. No, I think the 2-drop is better here. Yeah, this is gonna be a green-white deck. I have 8 spells for green-white deck that I'm happy to... Oh no, I have 8 spells, but 7 of which I'm happy to play because this is not something I'm too happy to play. And then I have the Botanical Plaza to also make the mana already a bit better. So something weird maybe has to happen. I guess if I get a really good bomb rare, I guess I can splash a 3rd color, but I think the base colors will be green-white here. I'll take this, although I have no... intention to play it. Oh, what is this Goons doing here? And you know what? I'm actually not even taking it because I'll take the uncommon for vault value. And I also hope that someone is gonna go, you know, actually someone should be playing, you know, black to my left because they got just the 15th pick. Was it 14th? Anyway, last pick, Goons. That's really weird. Now this pack is really good if you are red. Do I have a playset of these? Urabrasks? Yes, I do, so I don't have to pick it just for set completion. Racketeer boss also really good. Now, I didn't get the Gathering Throng I saw, which I'm not sure, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think there was a Gathering Throng earlier in that pack. Is this a... this is of course a really good card in Limited, but I mean, I wouldn't be able to... I'm not gonna splash for a double peep card. I'll just take the Anturas because this is really good. It's a really good card, so I'll take it. And just ignore the red. Green-white it is. And, oh, come on. Then there's a bum. I guess if I took all the Goons, would I be somehow black? I don't think so. I mean, given how the draft started, which missed so strongly going green-white, how could I have, you know, switch to black? Black doesn't even work with green or white in this set, so you can't really... you can, but it's not easy to get like a green-black deck or a green-white or a black-white deck. But this pack has just nothing for me. I mean, this actually has nothing for me. I already took one Capenna Express, which is, you know, playable, but not going to play 2 of them. The lands don't work. I'll just take the Alchemy card, you know, complete the Alchemy set, because that was just pure red drafting from a pack that didn't have anything for me. Now this pack has though. Galak Readers, very nice card. The worst case scenario is that you draw it top deck it late in the game, but hey, what 2-drop? Usually, unless it has evasion, is that great when top decked late. This is really good at any other stage in the game, so I'm just taking it here over... well, there's not much competition. The next best card for my colors wasn't really that exciting. Okay, there's a Strangle, which is... it is a splashable removal spell, but is it something I actually want to splash? It might be early enough in the draft that I could take Strangle here still. The other option is Dapper Shieldmate, which I would take over the Rocks Pummeler. But I have 2 4-mana cards already. This is not even a citizen for the synergies I might be having. I guess there's a chance I will splash. I will pick, maybe I won't splash a single Strangle, but I get some other red card I want to also splash, and then I get some fixing for red. I guess I'll take the Strangle for that reason, but currently I don't have a plan to play it. Black Market Tycoon. Well, definitely the pack 2 isn't great for me. Broker's Hideout can give me a forest and a plains, or I can take another Skycrier, but I have 2 of them. I don't want to have like a million of them, although it's pretty good with the Ceremonial Groundbreaker. And also these things pump it up, so maybe having the 1 Botanical Plaza is enough for mana fixing, and I'll take yet another Skycrier. Fine. For the family, the only card I can actually consider playing here, so let's take that. Shattering Finale, really good in Limited, but I'm not going to splash black here. And here, Yeah, this pack 2 was really disappointing. I didn't get a lot of good cards. I did get the Gala Creators, but what else did I get there? Not much. Alright, Speak Easy Server is the choice from this pack. And it's just nothing I care about. Social Climber is such a sad 3-drop. I would play the Sawjack over the Climber in this deck, because at least this has some citizen synergies for my couple of cards that care about them. I'll take the uncommon here for World Progress, I guess. And nothing again. Angelic Observer. I have a 7 out of 10 citizens. Maybe this could happen. Yeah, it's possible. Alright, whatever. Let's just take the Express again, and let's take the uncommon. Yeah, pack 2, that was disappointing. I think people to my left were really in green and white here. That's the only explanation, I guess. Let's hope pack 3 will be a little bit more interesting. Okay, there is a giant regrowth, which I consider quite good. Because you are happy to return a creature that gets the +3/+3. I mean, even if it's just a 2-mana 2/2, or in this deck, in this case, it could be something like a Skycryer. I return it, and it's gonna be a 4/4 lifelink flyer. That said, the pack has a Jewel Thief and a Gathering Throng. This one Gathering Throng, of course, isn't gonna be played by itself, so it maybe should be in the sideboard for now. But Jewel Thief is such an efficient player. This is like a later game card. It's really strong later in the game, but this is just good in every stage of the game. Also helps you cast your other cards. I'm going to take the Thief, and I'm not gonna get the giant regrowth back. I don't think it's really happening, because it's quite strong card. Anyone who is green should be picking that quite high. Alright, someone took the Alchemy card from this pack, but I have it totally. One of the better 2-drops in the format in Citizen's Crowbar. This doesn't really do much in my deck, so not an interesting option. I take the Crowbar and move on. And the token is a citizen, which matters for the couple of cards I have that care about it. Okay, so pack 2 was kind of miserable, and look at this pack 3. This pack has 4 cards I'm very happy to take, and then some cards after those that I would still not, I could play. So the Limousine is really decent, and the Jewel Thief and the Civil Servant and the Groundbreaker number 2, all of those are great. And I don't know, it's so tempting to just take the Jewel Thief or the Servant, but this can be really good in some cases. But then again, I guess I don't take the 5-mana card. This is such a nasty thing. I think I take the 7th because I have so many citizens that this is really easy to make into a 3/3 lifelinker. Well, now I'm happy to take another. This doesn't compete with equally strong cards, so it's an easy decision here. But man, that previous pack, that was bonkers. Broker's asking, does it talk about the card you could easily splash? Now this is totally a splash-worthy card, but I don't think I would want to. Do I want to mess my mana? Because I didn't even pick the land that can fetch me an island. I have a couple of ways to make a treasure token, this and these two. But this pack could just, I could just take the backup agent, or maybe the Swooping Protector. Actually, that's also a citizen. I think I take the Protector here. Let the Bummer go. I don't want to, make my mana worse, because this deck seems very good green-white deck. I don't think I need any. And then, of course, I immediately get another Broker's Hideout. Yeah, if you wanted to pick the Bomb Enchantment Rare, yeah, that's fine. That's totally reasonable. I just wanted to stay 2 colors. Here, do I take a 2-drop or a 4-drop? I think this early in the draft, I still take a 2-drop. I'd rather have them than 4-drops. Okay. Because I already have 3 4-drops, I don't really need any more of them, especially because I have the 5-drop and this, which could be a cheap card in this deck, but maybe most often just a 4-mana card. But yeah, Celestial Vault or the Chaldea Strong Arm. I'll take the Vault because this is really good in any kind of a game that goes late. It's actually insanely good in a game that goes very late. But the Chaldea Strong Arm second best green common. That could have been a really good pick too. But I will play these alchemy cards now. I will, prefer them a little bit more here now. I think I'll take this thing. If this was a citizen, I would maybe pick it. But I'll take the server now. Do I want to play yet another? I think, no, this is the wrong, oh no, I don't get, these don't fix my mana. I guess, okay, I'll take this, but I don't think I want to play 3. 2 is probably fine. I do need more playables. By the way, I didn't even realize. Well, I'll take the Skycrawler in that case. But I actually am running out of, I'm running a bit low on playables. What was the crazy pack? Because I want to have something like a ceremonial groundbreaker or something from that pack. But I mean that I took the crazy pack. I took a... What did I take from that pack? Okay, I think I might have enough citizens. That is 11 citizens plus. It doesn't even include the token from the citizens crowbar. So I don't remember. What did I take from the crazy pack? But I'm not getting anything else back from it, am I? Don't think I am. Sad. Social climber cabaret initiate. How many ways to boost this guy's power I have? I don't have a lot, but I guess I'm never playing the social climber either. Hail scrap. So now I think I have 1 cut if I play 17 lands here. Alright, so this is the deck after the draft portion. So yeah, not playing. I won't be playing a third speakeasy server. And I don't think the Capenna Expresses are. Now, if I had the Gathering Throngs, at least 2 of these, and I would play them. I think then I would play 1 Capenna Express. But now this deck doesn't have that easy time to make the Crew 3 happen, and also I don't have like an excess amount of treasure token production. So I'm not playing the Express. I don't think I will play any of these in here. Now the question is, well, first of all, currently I'm at 12 citizens plus 1 because this crowbar is gonna just immediately grant me another citizen. I don't think I have any other citizen tokens here. Well, yeah, the Darling of the Masses, but I'm not gonna count on getting to attack with this profitably. Usually opponent does their best to make the attack with this quite tough. So that's still a lot of citizens. That's 13 including the crowbar, and this that makes the Angelic Observers potentially quite cheap. And that also means that I might play the Initiate, because the reasons to play the Initiate in this deck are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that somehow make it a good idea to have a citizen. No, well, yeah, that's right. These are the citizen payoffs, kind of, yeah. But then in addition to those 6 cards, and of course the Groundbreaker equipment is the best one, because having a 3/3 double striking trampling creature is quite good. So there's also the excuse me, Citizen's Crowbar that can just make it into a 2/3, and of course you can give it a double strike. Anything that has 2 power and double strike is already worth it. And then of course there is for the family that can just can even make this into I guess a 5 power double striker could be a thing. So that's probably enough reasons to play the card. I usually don't like it too much, but this has enough synergy. This deck has enough synergy for it, and I also think I will play the High Rise Sojak, because I have enough citizen payoffs to make it worth it. So the cut in this deck will actually be I don't think it's the Speakeasy service. I can maybe even put this in as like a 4 mana card. So this is the mana curve. Maybe like a bit heavy. I definitely will play 17 lands in here. But I have a couple of treasures here coming up, and I can make treasures with this thing too. So it shouldn't be too hard to get to this 5 mana. And I think given the amount of 2-drops I have in here, I can easily lose the Venom Connoisseur. It's nice when sometimes it gives your entire team death touch, so the attacks will be quite good. But I also have a bunch of flyers in here which don't necessarily need death touch, so this is really redundant. Not a citizen, and that's still 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 2-drops that end up me having a creature on the battlefield. That's totally, I don't need the 9th one. That's the idea. So this is the deck. I think the 8-8 with Plaza is the correct split, very close. I mean, even a split of green and white cards in the deck. So this is the build. So I have I have a good curve in here. As you can see, I have 18 creatures, so interaction is a bit limited, but I have so good creatures that I might not need to interact too much. And then I have these flyers that I can try to win with if the opponent can, put a good ground defense. Now I have 4 of these 1/1 flyers, which might be a little bit of a liability. I mean, I could even drop one of these and put the Venom Connoisseur, because these of course trade very badly. But then again, with the amount of citizen payouts I have here, I'm not gonna replace a citizen with a non-citizen. I do hope I don't draw like 3 of these early in the game. Because if opponent goes like a 2-mana 2/2, 3-mana 3/2, and stuff like that, it's not really, even though you can maybe get 1 life a turn with this thing, it might be a bit awkward to try to raise such a start, because these can't really trade with their creatures. But I'm gonna play all 4 regardless. And this is the deck. Okay, nice 2, 3, 4 curve here. Regardless of what I'm drawing here. Would be nice to be on the play here with this hand, but can't have it all. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 curve. Even better. And the quality of the creatures also quite good. Quite good. I don't have a citizen trader. Oh, Shakedown Heavy, this is really annoying. But guess I have to. That's a really good card. And double block is, I would lose, even if they don't have tricks, I would lose both of them. They would be happy to make the trade. I have to take 6 damage in here, and then I will have a counter attack. Now, if I can make this gain me 3 life if I just play the server, but I think the Anturas is what I should be doing here. And yeah, allowing them to draw a card there is horrible, because it's also untaps, so it can, just make me unable to attack. But yeah, I think the Anturas now, and then I can also get the triggers from this thing. Get the triggers from this thing, but let's see what's the 3-mana play. I think they're just gonna block the thief here. I mean, I'm gonna attack with both anyway. There's no way I'm gonna just, win the game by not attacking, because oh, they actually, yeah, that's a smart play from them, because it's a bit risky to allow me to start getting life. I'm sad that they made the correct play, but I wasn't gonna attack just with the jewel. Now, I will still gain some life from the speakeasy servers here, but this can be a bit tricky, because Shakedown Heavy is of course an amazing 3-drop, and my deck has, not a lot of removal. I have the Bounder Speed Down though. It would even be a cheap card. Oh, so are they? Yeah, I didn't realize it only has 4 toughness, so I could be blocking it. Thing is, no, I can't. It has a menace. So if I double block, I would have to double block it, and then if they kill the Anturas, it's just horrible. No block. Let's go to 8. I will gain 2 life next turn. Not that it helps too much, maybe, but well, now it really depends on what's there, how good of a follow-up they have. The 3-1 was good. Be traded with my card. That's all they need here, because they easily win the race with that card. Don't whack it or murder it or anything. That would be sad. Alright, well, what's option here? Now they have some interaction, and then it's going to be very hard. I mean, they're gonna have something. What could they have? They didn't have a counter spell. They have a bounce spell. I guess they could have it like one of the instant draw 2 effects, and that would be really good. But Well, I'm still attacking with all these, but if they like kill or bounce one of these guys, I can't just beat a turn 3 shakedown heavy on the draw. It simply doesn't happen unless you have a removal. And yeah, I could have like tried to double block it. I could have double blocked it, but you know, they had the murder in hand, so that would have been miserable. I would have just lost on the spot. I guess what I can do, I can maybe gain 3 life. Maybe my creatures to survive, because I am going to have, and yes, at some point I have to, you know, make it, give them more cards, but not now. I go to 4. So I can play the Jewel Thief, and then with the treasures I will have exactly the 5 mana to play the Speakeasy server as well. And that means I will gain. Okay, they play a Divination variant. It's a pretty good one, but at least it means that they use 3 mana without affecting the board. They have still. They can have a land drop and then a spell, of course. But point is, I think I'm gonna go to 7 mana unless they have interaction. Because I play the Jewel Thief and this, that's +3 from the other creatures. And that's me going to 7, I can take 1 extra hit from that thing. They chose to keep the, because you have the option to, you know, reroll the draw spell, but they chose to keep the initial 2. Just don't kill any of my guys and don't counter the Speakeasy server. No, they have... Ah, man. Ooh, disgusting. This is disgusting. And they even have another attack. Well, this was a game about shakedown heavy being just a little bit too good. Now, I have to start making it too. I have to start to let them draw cards. I don't even know why did I do this pre-combat, because I can't target itself with the ability here. I mean, I'm not totally lost. I have the vault here, but it's really slow. It's way too slow. But it has pretty good set of creatures. So let's see. There's like a, you know, flyers, angels, that stuff that gain me life. No, I mean, most of this stuff is actually quite insane. So, not even sure if I should play the vault right now instead of the Speakeasy server. I think I will do that, because I would have to otherwise, you know, I'm definitely needing to allow them to draw cards. But yeah, because I can now draft, and you can, you know, sacrifice it without tapping, so you can draft and sacrifice. So now I draft a card, and then next turn I can draft another card and then sacrifice it, and then of course and I have all this mana left, because playing this would have meant sacrificing all the treasures. So I will have some good amount of mana here too. So the fact that they are drawing these cards now also, I mean, it's kind of balanced by the fact that I'm effectively drawing cards from the Celestial Vault myself. And I get a bunch of flyers here, so I mean, I can actually let this, you know, I can let it just, you know, I never connect anywhere. Anymore. Alright, so this is Flying Double Strike, but this is the one that this is kinda not the kind of not the one I wanted to have. I guess I'm gonna gain a bunch of life with this thing, but I'm not gonna be having the, because it doesn't, you know, deal damage to the opponent unless it deals lethal. It's maybe I'll just take this. Return a permanent you control to on his hand. Not a permanent I'm that happy to be. Yeah, the Flying Double Strike is, you know, good stat-wise, of course, but I think I'll just take the Emancipation Age. I can, you know. Well, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna crack this yet. Okay, Scrowbar. Am I just supposed to? I mean, I guess I can just attack here. I mean, I'm taking the trade here easily. Yeah, okay. Let's not be foolish. Let's just do like this. Yeah, I mean, this is totally fine. And then I will do this. And then I can still use the Celestial Vault with the one remaining. I go to 7 now, and the opponent actually has to, you know, they're gonna go to low 5 totally. I don't care if they block the Anturas or the Jewel Thief. I can take either of those blocks. And if they don't have a way to save this, because they could of course have the +2/+0 and it returns if it dies. But if they don't have anything, if they're just gonna trade the heavy away, I mean, even though they have 4 cards in their hand, I have the Celestial Vault, I have a Flyers, I have a much better board than they do. So if this is just gonna end up in these guys trading and them going down to 5, I think I'm the favorite to win at this point. But they might have a way to save it, so let's see. And even if they do, that only means that they get to draw an extra card. But yeah, they have a fake on death, sadly. But I guess that keeps the game kind of more interesting. Because I also have this 3/3 flyer, you know, that is something that's gonna win the game in 2 turns. I just allow them to draw another card with it, no big deal. I guess I could take 6, but at this point it's just way too risky. I mean, anything that allows them to deal me an extra point of damage is just gonna make me lose the game, so I'm just gonna let them draw a card. I can even attack with a Jewel Thief if I move around the Crowbar. Yeah, this Shakedown Heavy would have been a lot nastier if I didn't have the Celestial Vault giving me a value. Now, if they get to deal with the Vault, so if I mean, they can bounce the Vault, that's the thing, because the cards are exiled there, so I have only 1 card here. Oh, sorry, only 1 mana in here, so if I use the draft ability, they can bounce it. If I had another mana, I could just, respond by sacrificing and at least get the Emancipation Angel here. But I think I'm gonna risk it. Let's say they have a bounce spell, that means at least they are not bouncing the Speakeasy server here, so I'm gonna sacrifice the treasure for this. Another sanctions. Vitality. Actually prefer the cheap cards in here. I think the 1/3 is good enough. No, it's the Angel of Sanctions. This is not the same. This is the one that's exiling stuff. This is insanely good. Although I have only 6 lands, so I can sack that and play. I don't think. Yeah, I think the Youthful Valkyrie is just totally fine here. No bounce spell. Galacreators giving me life potentially. Okay, so with the 6 mana available, what do I do? I could equip this for 2 mana. That's one thing. That forces them to deal with it somehow. Beyond just, I mean, the 3/3 count attack into a 6/4. And then I can draft and use this. So if I play this, yeah, there's a lot more I can do with than I have mana for to do. I have to prioritize something. I kind of like the idea of doing this with the Crowbar. I think this is something. My opponent has a lot of cards, so this is not 2, attackers that are gonna be somewhat troublesome for them. So let's see what happens. I want to, make a win for the next turn. They draw a card. Well, that's something I'm very happy to see. That means they're gonna dig into something. They can now have, maybe they can deal with only 1 of my cards. Okay, is it gonna be a trade this time, or do they have another way to save it? Well, they have something. No, well, they have priorities because of these activations. Alright, so now it's a lot easier situation. I think I'm just gonna draft here and then play the Youthful Valkyrie. That's all I need here. Because I can draft and then I can use 1 mana to sack this, and then I have 2 mana. Flying double stroke, yeah. Resplendent. Okay, this is all very much of... I guess I don't... Do I have a 3 white? Yes, I do. I don't think I think the cheapest card seems to be the best here. That's actually just how it's gonna go. So let's crack this thing. Yeah, play there. Yeah, these alchemy cards are just they are quite crazy. So now there are 2 lethal attackers. This of course will be, you know, getting some plus counters. And I'm now at 7, so they are not really... They can't really easily deal the remaining damage, especially because I have the blockers in here. They need something pretty good now. They can have some flyers of their own, but I still have... And I can even enhance my flyers with this thing. Security bypass. Oh right, well they can... You know, they can deal some unblockable damage there. The crowbar can actually, you know, get rid of the bypass if it was to become a problem. I didn't want to pay life for that. And they have to know that this will get a counter because everything in this thing is an angel, right? They know I have 2 other cards and they are all angels, so this will pick up a counter. Vampire Scrivener. Okay, that's actually nice, they know, combination with these things, but they can't afford now to pay life to make this grow. Okay, so let's... I think I can even afford to do this. Play this guy. Let's, just in case, gain life. I will actually use the second. Maybe even the third one too. No, let's just return the crowbar, I guess. I guess I could return the Segovian Angel too. Okay, they're gonna lose the game by activating both of those. They have their own way to end the game. Yeah, because I don't think... No, I had to still play it slow, because they did have 2 mana available, so... I mean, of course I had a lethal attack, but these 2 mana can make it so that it's not a lethal attack, so I had to, you know, play the turn in an optimal way. Otherwise I would have just made this into a 2-power creature, and let's say they are completely tapped out with 1 flying blocker. I just make this into a 2 mana creature and attack with this, and that's it, but now I had to do this in a slow way. Well, I have a lot of 2-drops, so I should be facing a lot of these kind of starting hands. This is of course very nice one, because I can go with the Servant turn 2 and then, you know, get these citizens to make it into effectively a 3/3 attacker. Oh, another Servant. How about that? Now the opponent has a fast start here. Red and white. Is this an Axel? No, there is a green as well. So, well, I'm not gonna trade with the initiate here. I could block it and they could activate it, or they could have even a pump spell to make it survive. And I have the 4th family, so if they have a damage based removal, I can actually counter that. It's really hard to raise these servants. That's really, I mean, this is probably the best of the 2 of this cycle. That's probably the best of the cycle, yeah. Well, talk about life linking stuff. This is a lot different now. Am I gonna use the 4th family here somehow? I mean... this is such an annoying situation to be facing now, because if I attack with these, I can make one of them deal 3 with oh, excuse me. One of them can deal 3 with lifelink. and they I would deal total of 5 damage. They go to 16, I go to 15, but then they attack back for 7. But if they can, you know, counter trick my for the family, it's just game over. But can I win without killing this guy? I guess I can be a little bit. I'm gonna double block it with the 2/3s. So if they have a trick, I can at least, you know, yeah, that actually makes the most sense here. Now sadly they can still attack with the initiate, so they might just not attack with the dancer. That's the problem here. If they don't attack with the dancer, they can still attack with the initiate. That's the problem. If I had another white source, I could, you know, have this cost only 2 strong arm. Well, if that's gonna pump the dancer, it's actually fine, because this is gonna work for me now. This is gonna work for me very nicely. They only attack with the dancer because they don't have the... Oh, they are not... They are tricky. Okay, more of that stuff, sure. So they must have a trick of some kind. Because I had only 5 power here, they of course knew that there's gonna be something. Well, how cheap are we gonna make this thing? I could just play it right now. Because playing this is gonna make... I'm gonna waste all this, you know, mana. Yeah, let's do this. And I can attack with the Skycryer, I think. No reason to leave it to block. Gain 1 life and all that. So this is now +4/+4. I mean, of course, opponent can't respond to this. So now I just gonna have to, you know, do like this and hope that they have only a 1 trick and my for the family can counter that, and that's it. If they have no trick, I'm gonna lose 2 guys now currently here. It's very tempting to just, you know, use the for the family. Problem with that is that if they have a burn spell, if they have a burn spell, then I'm actually losing the remaining 2. But I don't know if I lose these 2/3s, I don't like my chances. I'm gonna actually have a risky play here. If I had to target the first blocker here, I'm not gonna lose anything, and they're gonna lose their dancer. Okay, this is a risky move, but let's do it. Oh, they have... No, they have this Riveter's Initiate activation, so that's why they have priority here. But now if they get to kill this... Now pump spell, no problem. A kill spell, a big problem. And that's gonna be a game over for me. But they have to have a kill spell. Could be a fight spell, could be an instant speed burn spell. Okay, that resolved. So good. Because this is now... that was a risk, but now when it, you know, worked the way I wanted, this is just an insane situation to be in. Okay, they have a Rocco, they get the 3-drop, or cheaper, but unless it's a bomb creature of some kind, I don't think it's a problem. Okay, Virtuoso. Okay, still only 1 white, I can't play more than 1 spell a turn. So, am I gonna trade 1 Civil Servant with a Rocco just to gain 3 life? I might do that. Really annoying that I have, you know, 5 forests and 1 botanical plaza. Why couldn't it have been a plains? So this is going to trade. I guess they can also, you know, double block with the Riveter's Initiate and the strong arm. I guess I'm not gonna attack with the servants. I'm just, at least, you know, the 1/1 flyers here, what they're doing in multiples is they're still gonna, I mean, effectively I'm gonna have like a, I mean, this bunch of, this is in fact a bunch of, I'm gonna play all the lands, by the way. If I want to activate these, I want to have all the lands available. I mean, 2 of these means like a 2 power of life linking attackers. Okay, they are just okay, I don't know. Let's use their, let's have them. I'm gonna just trade with all this here. They have to have something for the Virtuoso, and then Installation of power, of course, why not? That's the best one here because they get lifelink, so they're just gonna have so much life here. My, you know, my my flying air force here is, well, air force is usually flying, but my flying attackers are gonna, well, at least this is gonna die. I mean, they're gonna they don't get the life from the second hit because it doesn't have trample because this dies right away. But of course, I need to do something to this also. Yeah, I mean, they're being at 26 life means that racing is quite hard here now. Can't attack with the 3-3 here. Just do this and this. Am I gonna draw cards with this? These Sky Criers. I mean, both of us will draw cards. Cycling. I think the Observer is gonna trade with the Virtuoso. I just hope they don't have another thing to target with. Okay, so that's gonna trade with one Sky Crier if I double block. Is that worth it? Nah, no blocks. Oh, that's not good. This is gonna be a 4 power. I need my bouncer speed down. Sorry, not there. I need a bouncer speed down. That's the only way I think I can. Okay, that's really good though. Because these will be 2 power lifelinkers now. But they will this deals 8 damage to me with the Groundbreaker. Well, let's see. Am I gonna take 8? Because I'm gonna go to 16 here. Deal 7. Can't. This is 4 power, so and 3 toughness. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try it. I get to attack back with the Darling. If this attacks, I go to 8. Well, this will be interesting. This is definitely interesting. If they didn't have the Virtuoso, this would be so much easier, but... My attacks are no longer good. Speakeasy server. I will have 3 mana left over. Well, I sadly cannot attack with the Darling now. Do I have to double block the Virtuoso now? I'm going to 12 and then I'm going to get 5. I'm gonna go to 17. I guess I can try to win them in the air. Sadly, I think I'm short 1 mana. I'm still gonna attack with all the flyers in here. I think I'm short 1. Sorry, not 1 mana, 1 damage because they're gonna go to 11 now, right? No, I was. No, yes, I was counting right. So I have now 10 power in the air, which is, 1 short of 11. Oh, but this is a citizen. It gets the pump from the Darling. So now if they don't deal with my flyers, oh, but that's life gain. That's life gain. I think they shouldn't have done that pre-combat because now that might affect how I block. If I knew that I'm gonna have a lethal attack. Well, I can still take 8 now. I lose to like the X pump spell, but that's pretty much everything now. And this doesn't have trample. I can simply just jump block it. Hold ransom. That's not gonna work. I mean, yeah. This is if I have the 7 mana to pay this, but they are at 12. I wouldn't be able to. Now, if I attack with everything, sadly they could draw an instant speed effect, but they have blocks on this stuff. Yeah, I have only 2 ground attackers, so there's no point. No point other than just do this, and then I'll play the Gala creatures. Am I gonna actually sack the yeah, I'm not gonna allow them to draw any card here. That's just not gonna happen. I have mana to sack it. Yeah, I'm gonna sack this, play this and just jump block the Virtuoso. No, sorry, it has trample. What was I saying? The equipment gives it trample. So I hope, but I can jump block the 5/4. Okay, I for some reason didn't realize it actually has trample, even though it has the symbol there. Sorry about that. That's my bad. But might still not matter. Now, did I have to attack with the Angelic Observer? I think I wanted to make them go to 5 instead of 8. Now they will attack with everything because that's the last turn they can do something relevant. So this blocks here, this blocks. This has menace even. So okay, so this blocks here, and if I, yeah, they have probably a land in hand. They know that my remaining attackers will be lethal anyway. But yeah, I think I might have. I mean, this jumps here, this blocks this guy. That's 8 plus 1. That's 9. Yeah, a pump spell would have done it. So I think the Darling of the Masses would have had to. No, I guess I could have also. I mean, if I lose this, I lose the pump effect, but it wasn't relevant here because I had here, you know, enough power in the air regardless. But I could have also put the Jewel Thief on the Virtuoso and the Darling of the Masses on the Kaldaya Strong Arm. Yeah, that's probably it. So if this gets, you know, some kind of pump effect, I at least absorb 3 of that damage. But the opponent didn't have anything, so they conceded. Okay, well that's a nice hand. I do need a third land at some point, but I have these 2 drops. And the Galacriters can actually give me a treasure token. Because this is of course going to be my turn 2 play. That's not even a citizen. Yeah. So, but there is a land. It's a tap land though, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna grow the critters now. Because next turn Civil Servant, grow this one, play a tap land. Yep, that seems to be there. Good stuff. Oh, this says. Oh, this is just taking activated abilities away. It doesn't work with my triggers. And they just had a. I just had a untapped land here, so. Yeah, I guess. I mean. So now I know that next turn I will be able to. Because now I can play the Servant into a tapped land. Then I can have the untapped land and the Darling of the Masses, which is a citizen, which will... Yeah, so I'm gonna actually do it like that. And I will grow the creatures here. 2 mana, 2, 3. Yeah. I better not give it any activated abilities. I don't think I can do that. Draw 2. They might choose to. Okay, they decided to get another 2 cards. Now they don't have a maximum hand size, which is not relevant that often. Okay, this is really good stuff. This also becomes a 4 mana card. So I'm gonna have 2 3-power attackers now. Oh, actually this has 4 power because of the pump effect as well. Because I'm just this. They take 7. I gain 4 life. Now there's multiple things they need to, you know, deal with, and then I have a flyer coming up as well with the beatdown. Now they did. You play a very nice card on turn 3, but that didn't affect the board state. They have a 2/2 with a shield counter, which is not. Well, it does allow them to. Oh, but I have a bouncer's beatdown, which is an instant, and they're tapped out. So yeah, I have a good attack here. This is. Wait a minute. This is a. Yeah, I can stack the triggers in a way that I get the first I get the 1/1 token, and then the Servant can still. I can tap it with that ability. So this turn I'm going to play the bouncer speed down, targeting these because they will double block most likely the Darling of the Masses. So I'm gonna do this first to get to have the 3 mana there. I still continue just growing the Galacriters here. This curve out from me, this is just insane. And now let's just stack the triggers in a. So yep, exactly like this. First I get the token and then I will tap the token. That even, you know, I get a treasure token from this ability. And this, and then when they, whatever they do, the bouncer speed down will make it just you know, impossible for them to you know, win from here, unless they have the Wrath effect, which the format has. But at least I have a 3/3 flyer as a follow-up if they now drop planes and then frat the board. I would even get a card from it because it says that everyone with a multicolored creature gets to draw a card. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's just going to be me having a lethal attack because I will make this into a 5/5. We have to block that, and then the remaining stuff is obviously going to be lethal. Well, it's not that obvious. I guess it's somewhat close, but it's still what said. No, it is 9. Then I'm at -1. Well, that was just, you know, a perfect curve out here with also a pretty nice rare here. Effectively, well, it was like a Luminarch aspirant that only targeted itself, and I got some treasure tokens too, but don't think they were relevant. Okay, that was fast. Okay, on the play I now have even the ceremonial groundbreaker here. I need 1 land here for the smooth curve out with the servant and the Sojak here. Or I guess I could draw one of my multiple 2-drop citizens as well to do the same. But yeah, this deck definitely benefits from being on the draw. Sorry, on the play. This was one of the less impressive draws there, but I still have another shot at for some kind of a smooth curve out in here. But okay, this is a good one. Alright, the land was the preferred draw over the 2-drop. So now I can just start doing this 3 damage lifelink attacks. Now they can draw some cards from here, but I mean, look at my hand. Of course, it has a bunch of good stuff. So this is a human druid, which means that they only get cards from this thing if they have either humans or druids in their deck, which is not a big surprise. Alright, so now I did draw a land, allowing me to either play and equip the Groundbreaker or just play the Darling of the Masses, which will also, you know, pump both of these guys. So let's do this. They can double block the servant, which I'm completely aware of, but I will just simply deal with the Curator here. Curator goes away, so they don't get the mana and cards. I still got full life. I have plenty enough ways to, you know, push through more damage. Flying guys with 5 power is really good. Okay, so this is total of 4 power. If I do the Groundbreaker thing, I think I should try it. If they don't have something for the mana, because this is now, you know, they can't kill the Darling now. I don't mind if they, you know, trade with the 3/3 here. Oh, the Sojak. Sojak trading with the servant is totally fine. I don't think I want to move it around. I might prefer to have it on the Darling still. What? Maestro's Theater suddenly from these colors. Wait a minute, they did not even get a land there? What the heck? No swamps or mountains in the deck. Why would they play these just to get an island? And was this their only island, or did they misclick? I don't know anymore. But I will do this pre-combat. Let's see if they have a counter spell. Not really a big deal if they don't. Because I still have the Observer, plus they still need to deal with the Darling here. Alright, now let's see. Can attack. What was the deal with the land? I mean, they did have the 4 lands. I don't know. Exiled pets, alright. That's. Oh, it gets death touch. That's right. That is right. So, yeah, but it did a lot of work. I mean, it did pump my creatures and also created me 2 new tokens and like I said earlier, I have still ways to push through damage with this flyer and with the Angelic Observer. Pickpocket bouncing the... not a big deal actually. Bounce is not as bad as Haxel removal because I'll just recast the Speakeasy server and it's not like the opponent can raise me, I'm at 29. So... no, I'm gonna do it like this. But I could actually play the Skycrier and the Observer, cannot I? Yeah, because this is a citizen. Absolutely. Yep, let's do it like this. Then the Speakeasy server on the next turn. They need a Wrath effect. But if they have one, well, they would have to cast it on this turn. Well, they didn't attack with both, so I don't think they have a Wrath effect. Okay, they are thinking in my declare blockers. Okay, they did 5 extra damage, sorry, 4 extra damage and got a 1/1. Sure. This gives trample, so am I supposed to... If I equip the flyer, I mean, they're gonna go to 1 anyway, so I think the better idea is to equip this guy here. Because now they have to double block it in order for it to die, and they still go to 2 because it will trample over, so... Whatever. Now I have 3 lethal flyers. Crowbar. Yep. Not gonna do it. What is the final card in their hand? Any reason to play and equip? Nah, I'll just attack with everything. I don't think they can really deal with the situation with just 1 card and 4 mana. Mythic number 6. Well, it's pretty early in the month, so there are not a lot of Mythic drafters, but this person certainly is quite good of a player, I can say that. Alright, well, I guess I'll keep, but definitely I need some lands very soon here. But I have the Skycrier with the Ceremonial Groundbreaker. This is a really decent combination. But this can really backfire quickly if I don't draw the, well, first of all, if I don't draw the 3rd land. I think I can afford to miss it like once, but if I miss it twice, it's going to be hard, especially if the opponent is able to curve out. What's this sleeve? Some kind of samurai dude. Okay, well, I didn't want to draw my second 5-drop. This is the only 5-drop in the deck. I mean, these 2 are the only 5-drops. This at least has the potential to cost less than 6. Yeah, this was... I mean, I would have just taken a cheap creature, but that was really bad. Alright, now at least I got the cheap creature. I can't play a land here, but that's kind of fine. Blue, black. Don't kill my guys because they make this thing cheaper. But yeah, they do. They kill both of my guys. So this is back to 6. Alright. Now... Okay, cool. That was a fine one. Now I just want to have a land so I can play this thing and then... Well, I need the land anyway, so... Good trade. Good. So I can actually kill this for cheap. This will cost only 1 mana if it targets a black permanent, which this is. So I can equip this for 1 mana and then I can kill this for 1 mana. They have a Xander's Wake. Now this is a death trigger. Creatures die and this thing actually exiles, which is not something that green fight or bite effects often do, but this thing does exile. So this won't trigger. So as long as the opponent doesn't have a... Okay, but they have a... Oh, they have a strangle, because why would they do this on their own turn right away? No, they didn't. Huh. Well... Oh, before they untap, I'm gonna... Alright, so I have a 3/2 flyer in here. And I don't care about the ground guys, so it might be so that the Xander's Wake doesn't even do much, but of course they play the kind of colors that can easily have flyers. But as long as they don't have flyers. Plus I have a kind of quite a few backup flyers here. Okay, just murder. Alright, now I need more creatures. Also I need lands, so that was a fine draw in the sense that now whether I draw a land or a creature, it's gonna be fine. Of course, the problem is if I draw the second Angelic Observer, which I do have in the deck. And they have this pretty good card. This is actually good. At least it doesn't make any more of these devil tokens until they lose them. Maybe they have like a... I mean, if they have like a casualty spells or something, but this is fine still. I'm in the game. I mean, they will play the 4/5 now. But I have a 4th family also, but that still isn't. If I draw a land, I just play this and then... How do I do it? Because they will just attack with the devil token here to trigger the Xander's Wake. I'll just take the damage there. They are... this has death touch, so yeah, no blocks. That's not a land, but that is actually fine because now I can use the 4th family here, kind of, you know, sneakily. They will get to trigger there. They'll get to trigger there, you know, the Xander's Wake, but I think gaining all this life is a little bit better. I don't need the servant for anything though. But this will, I mean, this will die anyway. That's what's gonna happen. The thing is, do I want to save the servant? That will gain me a... Yeah, I guess their life might be relevant, so let's do it. Because it will not only gains me now 2 extra life, but it also, you know, can gain me life still later in the game. That's the thing. So now I think if I draw a land on the next turn, untapped land, I think I have one understaffed land too. I can play the Speakeasy Service. Yeah, I can play all the flyers back to back on consecutive turns. I could have equipped this because this still would have survived even if it loses the +1 toughness effect. But I'm not even sure if I... Okay, well that means I'm not going to attack with the servant unless I need the life, I guess. They discarded a land, so if I equip the Sky Crier, then this won't be able to kill it. Yeah, that's a slow one. That's a slow one, but it's a good one definitely. But it takes some time before it grows bigger. Are they even wanting to attack with them? Diabolist here. Okay, this makes it pretty easy. Now I actually kind of... Well, maybe. I mean, this is gonna kill the Sky Crier when it dies. This can become... No, actually it cannot become a 2-2. If they crew it, they cannot tap it to make it... Sorry, first of all, they can't. If they crew it, it just dies. They have to first tap it even before they can crew it. So this won't be a blocker this turn. So... I'm just thinking if I'm going to attack with the Servant or not. Because they will just block it with this Diabolist. I guess the trade with Diabolist is kind of fine. I mean, I will get some life there too. Because I'm definitely just playing... Oh, but no, I can... Sorry. I was a bit fool here. I will do it like this because I just realized I can equip and play the Observer, and then I can play the Speakeasy servers on the... later on. Yeah, I don't need to attack with the Servant because I don't want to give them stuff from the Xander's Wake. So now as long as they can't deal with my flyers, I don't think they can raise me because of this having lifelink, this getting me life. Yeah, I should have realized earlier that I can just cast this for 4 now, and that allows me to do the equip here. Yeah, because in the end, trading with the Diabolist isn't actually that relevant. It's just a 1 power creature. I can let it attack as much as it wants to. I'm just not blocking it. Well, one of the things they had was a flyer, but do they have a way to gain life? No, they don't. They don't have a way to gain life, so I can still... I mean, this will trade with the Sky Crier, but it's something I can live with. Sadly, they will get, of course, another Xander's Wake trigger, but I hope that the set of... I mean, this... How many flyers does it have? 1... Oh, that is... 1. It has 1 flyer. They happen to hit it though, but... Whatever. Let's do this. Yeah, they did hit the 1 flyer. It's a 3 out of 15, so or in other words, 20% chance to hit the flyer. So they have now another 20% chance to hit the flyer. Let's see if they can do it. They can get the flyer. Because that was the end of my life linker. I still wanted to make the trade. I didn't need to make it, but I wanted to, you know, before they for some weird reason get, you know, life and actually get to grow this thing. Plus there's a good chance they don't hit their 20%. And even if they now do, I mean, it's just a 2-3. Now these guys can just attack into it. Actually, I have a lethal attack on the next turn coming up because that's 6+2. So this card can be... Which of these matter? This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter for my... Okay, this thing can give them life. That's a flyer which can block. Okay, they're like... I think only 2 cards. Yeah, there are only 2 cards that can... From this thing that can make me... Okay, Master's Ascendancy. What's that thing? Make cast an instant or sorcery by sacrificing a creature in addition. Oh man, this... They will cast the Shattering Finale with Casualty. I will lose both of the flyers in here. This is insane. That is ridiculous. I will lose both of the flyers to the Shattering Finale. Oh man. Wow. That's the card they happen to get. Okay. That's insane. That is insane. That's just because they still have a murder in there. They can kill the speakeasy server with the murder. And the hearse is just getting bigger and bigger. This will be like a 10-10 attacker very soon. So this one Master's Ascendancy means that they have an answer because of the cards in their graveyard. They had answer to all my lethal flyers. That's a bit of a bummer. They of course get to go off with the Xander's Wake too, because they sacrifice creatures. So they have now an infinite supply of creatures with this thing growing all the time as well. So so let's see, they don't have anything to crew this with, so I can attack at least for 4. I can play this, but in that case I don't have mana for the speakeasy server. So I'd rather... Yeah, I mean, I need a flying attacker. I can get them to 4. I still have flyers in the deck. Like multiple Skycryers too. So the murder is going to be... Murder is gonna target the server, but if I play this now, that at least allows me to deal 5 damage with this instead of 4. Jewel Thief having trouble. It doesn't matter with the hearse. They will be able to, have the ground attackers do nothing here. So I guess I mean, they even have the free food for the sacrifice. This is just ridiculous. Whatever. I need to just draw a flyer and them have no other removal spell in their deck, and I don't even have a lot of turns here because this hearse is just gonna win me. Despite me having all this life, it's not going to end well for me. Yep. Oh, what a disappointing. Because I mean, the fact that they had to happen this alchemy removal spell, Shattering Finale, so they got to kill 2 of my flyers there. That was the insane part. That was the crazy part there. Because I had 2 of these. They can... Yeah, the spell of course gets exiled, so... I mean, with 2 removal spells they get to deal with 3 flyers. That's the problem. And now they just have, all the cards in the world. Opportunist, drawing them a card per turn, getting the Wake trigger, and they get, they get to feed these creature tokens that these Masters Diabolist grants them. But let's see, this thing is a crew too, so actually they don't have... If they attack with the Diabolist, this 1/3 cannot crew the hearse. But they still have 2 mana left, so they can just play a 2 mana card there. I can have a for the family. Now they get 3... Okay, Rogue, Warrior, Cleric. So they even got to, use the fact that this is a warrior for this Blood Priest. And it's a 2-power creature also, so now the hearse can block. And now that they gained life, I won't be... Even if I draw a flyer, which I don't. Even if I draw a flyer, it's not gonna be a 1 attack and win. I can't attack with this servant, even though I can make it into a 6-power creature, because this will pump it, and then I can use the own ability for it. But they can crew this and then use the exile ability. This will be an 8/8 blocker, so can't attack into an 8/8 with a 6-power creature. So... Well, at least once in the format I see Master's Ascendancy doing some good stuff, because this is usually such a build around that it's not easy to make it that good. But this situation where they were able to kill those They were at 8 life. I had a 3-3 flyer and a 3-3 flyer, and they had no flying blockers. I had an equipment that gives +2/+1. I was feeling pretty good in that shot. Suddenly they play this one card and all my threats are gone. And well, I did have the additional threat, but it got murdered. Out of the way, sure. So now they can do that instant speed once during each of your turns. Okay, they can't cast an instant on my turn. Yeah, me being at 27 life means that I need to, or they can, yeah, I guess they could have bounced their own guy. I think they could have bounced the 2-1 to get the life drain again, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, the Xander's Wake going off. It's just a matter of time when they get the flying thing back again, the 2-3 flyer that grows whenever they gain life. Because when they have that, my flying attacks won't work either. They also have the light them up there, which they can recast with this Master's Ascendancy. I mean, I can say that with 99% likelihood I'm gonna lose the game. Is there a way for me to stall enough that they actually, get decked here? I don't think if they just are careful about. No, it's not gonna happen because the hearse is actually an 8-8. I wonder if they should already start attacking with the 8-8. They wanna make it into a 10-10 apparently. Which they can still do it. They are nowhere close to decking out, so they can wait for a bit. This is such a long game and I know I'm gonna lose this. It's such a sad thing, but I mean, considering at 27 life here is just seems like a bit too early because I'm not losing anytime soon, but they also got a lifelinker here, so this thing gets a counter when my creature dies. Yeah, I guess with the snooping you see, is there a reason to continue? Well, I know I can, kill it, but they're gonna go to 9 life. I can equip this guy to do this block there. I guess this is not a this is a mandatory trigger. They have to draw the card. So I guess I can try taking them out and hoping they don't. But no, the problem is the hearse. I don't think I have removal to deal with the hearse. Because it's gonna be a 10-10, they're gonna start attacking with a 10-10. Okay, you know what? I would have continued in this game if they didn't have the hearse here. Because then I could maybe make the game last long enough that the combined draws from their draw step and the morbid opportunist are actually gonna make them, deck out and lose to empty library. But now that's not gonna happen because they're gonna make this into a 10-10 and then yeah, I can jump it for a couple of times, but they are at 13 cards in their deck. Even if they draw 2 cards a turn, and it's not the only threat here. They also they can play multiple creatures each turn. They just flood the board, and I will lose the game here. Drawing one of my flyers won't matter anymore because they also had the light them up there, for instance. Plus they go to 9 life when they attack with this. It was just the game was lost the moment they had the Master's Ascendancy with the stuff in the graveyard that they had. Well, again on the on the play end. That's a pretty good one. Servant into Crowbar. And the opponent mulligans. They kept 6 cards. Broker's Hideout. So no Strangle mana, unless they drop a mountain there. Well, I guess I have to... that bruiser is one of the 2-drops that can actually trade with this. But I have another servant here, so I'm gonna trade with these things, and the crowbar then can give me another citizen for this. Plus I can even, you know, equip the crowbar. So this will deal 4. Am I supposed to equip it now? I feel like I am. They might have a bounce spell, but it would have to be the uncommon bounce spell. Draw 2 cards, alright. Draw 2 cards. What the other modes are? Destroy enchantment, and then the, you know, the actual kill spell. Alright, so there's a... I can actually play this on the next turn. Are they gonna have a... Because they're not playing any spells, so are they gonna have a counter spell? Man, all these lands are so sad. Because next turn I actually could play around the counter spell. But then I would... no, if I pass the turn, I would just draw a card. Sorry, and then this would... I would only have 5 lands on the next turn as well. Alright. Make them counter it then. I mean, sadly I am flooding out here. If they have a counter spell, I don't think I like my chances. But now that they don't, I do like my chances. And let's gain the life, I guess. That's not a citizen. Because I could have dealt 4... But they could have like a, I mean, they could have a, like the kill shot on the servant, in which case I miss 1 damage. Oh, they have that. Okay, that's a really good alchemy card. Well, I'm happy I didn't attack with both, because they would have just eaten the 1/1 for free. Falcus, but come on. Not like this. Oh, that Gala Creatures is good. So that has a shield counter. And then you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and then yeah, they can cast spells by removing counters on the creatures. Well, they currently have only this one. Alright, so I'm gonna pay 2 to equip this, and then sadly I can't do all that because this costs 1 extra mana now. But I want to be able to attack with these flyers. Let's do this, and then the Gala Creatures. Not sure how relevant it's to have the civil servant up after all, because they have, you know, ways to block it now. Well, let's see if they have another flyer. Or a way to deal with the observer. Well, that is a flyer which is going to gain them life, which is very sad. But I can attack for 4. For the family is a good one. So is it... If I knew what they're having in their hand, I would be... Because if they would completely tap out, I would just attack with everything and use the for the family to kill the initiate. I guess I'm going to... I don't have a creature in my hand, so I'm going to attack with the observer and the Gala Creatures. I guess I could have moved the crowbar, but I'm gonna do it like this here anyway. And if they block with the initiate, I'm gonna let that happen. I'm not using the for the family. That if they have their own trick, then of course I can use the for the family. Broken wings on that thing. Well, now I might want to... So they had an answer for my flyer. Okay, so thing is, even though this would grow for every creature I'm having, I don't think it matters against the stuff they have there. Yeah, Yeah, but I'm going to... I'm in trouble now. They had exactly the stuff they needed. I guess I'm happy they lost their potential lifelinker. But if they can just... Yeah. Yeah. 5/5 flyer with a shield counter. Or they do that with the bouncer. Bouncer is... Are they gonna race or leave it as a blocker? Okay, I think it's time to use my for the family here. I think I can deal with the Falcospar still. It was also important to get rid of these counters because that they could have, you know, removed them to cast stuff from the top of their deck. Okay, they actually chose to lose the shield counter to play the card. Okay. I have this in my deck. I haven't really I don't think I have seen this in any of the earlier games. Okay, so now this is just a 3/3 trampler for now, until they, you know, have more stuff with counters on them. Well, I'm happy they don't have a counter on this thing right now. Yep, I'm still in the game, and this thing gaining so much life to me is pretty darn nice. Are they gonna exile this? This has to be activated on their turn. So if they are not gonna use the blue mana, that means they have something that costs blue. Alright. Sure. I'm gonna leave this as a surprise thing. I know this is a citizen, I could attack with this boat and play these to, you know, make the civil servant still deal 4, but I think it's better to leave it as a surprise. It's possible they will attack with the Metropolis Angel and I get to block it and eat it for free. Okay, there's a trick of some kind. Metamorphosis. Well, that happens. That was the blue spell they had in there. Okay, let's then hope they... I mean, I can still have this as a 3/2 flyer. Yeah, I can still beat them. Alright, so even... Alright. Now they need to find an answer for the Protector. Both are flooding out a little bit here, but I'm of course the one in a better shape here. So... If I want to play around all the counter spells, I should... Well, let's attack first. I should play the land, because they might, you know, have the casualty counter spell, and now I will have 4 mana to pay for both copies, so let's do that. I think I might offer the trade with the server here. Another option is to just move around the crowbar and then not attack with the sweeping protector for now. That's also something I could do. Both are actually interesting options. Let's see what they do. At least they seem to have some kind of spell there. So yeah, I could attack with both. Trade with the server here. And deal 3. But I think that's not what I should do. I think I should do like this. Because I'm not in any kind of rush here. I'm at 22 life here. So I make them have a card that, you know, deals with the situation, and then I can still, you know, re-equip the Protector and continue attacking with that thing. Because if they take 4, I'm happy. If they jump block, I'm happy. They had a another progress chunk there. That's fine. That has to be blocked. Well, I have just a blocker for it. I'm not gonna use my shield counter for that. I'm just gonna use my 1/1 here. Ooh, that's... I forgot I had this in my hand. Oh, sorry, in my deck. Now I'm gonna offer the trade with the Jewel Thief into this thing, because of course this just wins the game. I mean, if it goes... I don't mind if they use the... trade the creatures here, that's fine. They go down to... Yeah. This is gonna be such an insane card. I don't think I'm gonna crack it now. I'm gonna draft and then draft again, and then I might crack it for the 2. Okay, Sanctuary Warden. Wow, so they... Okay, I need to now draft a specific... I mean, this is insane. Insane card, but I'm happy I have the Vault, because with the Vault I can find the thing that exiles this. Which I'm definitely gonna need here. That was a really good one. But at least I got them down to 4, so now it's very close for me to win the game. So I'm not gonna crack this until I find the answer, and none of these are the answer. Yeah, I guess I'll just have the Valkyrie then or something. This would be a 2-mana 3/2 flyer though. Can I get into... Oh, I'm at 21, that is actually a nice amount, but it's not enough to make the Anthem effect work, sadly. Sadly, that's the case. So... let's do this. The thing that the exiles... Now this is exactly the card I wanted. Exile target non-land permanent until this thing leaves the battlefield. So as long as they don't have the answer for it... And I guess I'm going to play this first. Man, do they have the counterspell? If they have the counterspell, oh man, that's so... I'm disgusted if they do have it. Was I supposed to play this first? Just... Although this has an Embalm ability, so this works from the graveyard. This is an actual card. So if they counter this, I will Embalm it on the next turn. Fine. That's what happens. Because they have always had, you know, mana up here. They did. Well, I'm gonna Embalm it then, whatever. I bet they weren't thinking that they have actually a use for the Make Disappear in this game, with me having a 10 lands, but... This is another game which I was clearly winning until the opponent drew some specific card that's gonna just make things miserable here. Now, of course, if they don't have anything on the Embalmed Angel of Sanctions, I'll just have, you know, 5 attacks, 5 power in the air here. So I'm currently winning if their stuff in their hand isn't relevant. But if it's, for example, removal spell on this, then this enters the battlefield again with 2 shield counters, and they can again draw a card, make a 1/1. The game can start going very badly, and they are at least... Okay, Mysterious Limousine, I guess that's... no, that's freaking bad. Because that can exile the Angel of Sanctions token, returning a Sanctuary Warden here. They do attack with it though. That's a non-land permanent that can also exile the limousine. Well, not gonna block now, so am I going to... Well, I'm not gonna exile the warden right now. They have that thing, wine, whatever. Doesn't actually matter, I don't think. Do I have mana to... So they will crew this thing, I can... Well, the bouncer speed down is definitely good. I'm just trying to figure out how to... Well, let's see what happens when I attack. Don't think I'm gonna pre-combat anything. That's interesting, because I could exile the limousine, then I would have 3 flyers, and they have 1 flying blocker. All of my 3 flyers are lethal. I can also just blow up the limousine, which I didn't even realize is a thing. Why didn't I realize that? The crowbar. Well, I did want to deal 3 damage too, but I should have at least recognized the possibility. I totally missed the fact that the crowbar can work as a disenchant here. Now it requires an untapped creature with no summoning sickness, so because what I do have mana for here, I have mana for embalming this thing. But then it gets dealt by the limousine here. Am I supposed to just exile the limousine instead? I have 4 timeouts, I have some time to think. Because this is... Because what I also could do, I could play the sanctions, exile the sanctuary warden here. I mean, I could exile this, and then I could, you know, equip this Angel of Sanctions, make it into a 4/5. Then when they crew this, I can use the beatdown to kill this with the 4/5. But that's very risky if they have some instant speed interaction there. And then I will lose the Sanctions token. This comes back with all the shield counters. That is really, really risky. I actually think I don't even necessarily want to. Do I even want to do this? This is tough. This is so tough. It's kind of nasty to waste this mana there, but... Because I'm winning on the next turn, because I can just, you know, exile the Sanctuary Warden and then attack for lethal. They are dealing, what, 4, 8, 30... They are dealing a lot of damage though. I think I have to do this. I hope they don't have anything. That's just what I hoped. So... I could exile now the limousine. I get my Valkyrie back. Have the beatdown up. Then I have these. Okay, actually I'm gonna do it like this. Because the thing is that well, I maybe should have still done the crowbar thing. I don't think it matters if I deal 3 or 4, at least not now. But I could have equipped someone else. I mean, I guess the Angel of Sanctions. So if they now have a kill spell, yeah, the problem of course is that if they do have a kill spell on there, well, if their token gets killed, they get this back, but then they exile a non-token creature, and then I can blow up the limousine with the Citizen's Crowbar. Ah, this is really interesting. Yeah, the Sanctuary Warden really made things hard. Also, the Make Disappear was funny that they were able to still use it that late in the game. They can remove the shield counter here, do that, yes they do. And I'll just block a couple of 1/1s. I can kill the double striker with my burn spell. Or if they have a fight spell. Or if they try to kill one of these with the pop spell. I had this up. But now they need, you know, answers for all of this stuff. I guess if they answer the 3/3, they get to exile, but they only get to exile one of these. So the hand in they need to have a pretty good hand here. Oh, nothing. All right, that was a game where there was a lot of decision points there, at least in the last turn cycle or the turn. What was I supposed to do with this Angel of Sanctions? Because one option was to just not do anything on the turn, but I guess the attack was too strong that I couldn't really. I had to do something to have blockers around. Okay, another very nice starting hand against this other stuff by the opponent. But the Jewel Thief can trade with the Servant, even if they get to, you know, play a Citizen and make it a Life Linker. That's not a Citizen. So I can play the Skycryer, have it for the family up. Although, if I have the Jewel Thief, I can also have it for the family up. I'll just do like this. There's no reason to rush things here. Oh, they did miss a land drop there. Yeah, they discarded a non-land and still missed So, CA. So what do we want to do here? I don't feel like losing the treasure here, so I'll just do like that and have my own life maker happening. Oh, even with the yeah, that's even better. The opponent still using the land drops. Yeah, that could be fatal for them very soon, given my hand here. Do I even care about saving the Civil Servant here? Because I could do it now. I don't think I care about saving it. So this trade, I get 1 token. I'm gonna get 2 life from this no matter what, so let's just attack first. Just stack the triggers exactly how the game suggests. Oh, they have a pump. Oh, they're gonna regret this. Pretty much game over now. Do get the 3 life after all. Yeah, not with 2 mana or even 3 if they have a land drop. Don't see how they can. Yeah, not with 1/1s. They don't win with 1/1s here. So any reason to? Oh, let's just do more of that. They don't really have a good blocks here, do they? Okay, don't rat the board. I guess I have 2 flyers still if they have, but that's not a white mana source, so there's no rat with the mana they have available right now. They are at 6 and they can't block enough to make it. But they go to 6 and they can't block enough. Yeah, that's -6. Alright, well, opponent missed a couple of land drops and I had the dream curve out start, so that's what happens then. I'm at 39 life here. How often have I been on the play in this event? It seems like I've been a lot on the play, which is obviously great. This hand can be a bit risky, but I cannot really mulligan a hand that can play a Civil Servant turn 2 with, you know, the triggered ability being available on turn 3 when it gets to attack. Opponent also did mulligan to 6, at least for now. They are deciding, yeah, they kept 6 there. All I need here is some lands, and then I'm good to go. That's great. White. Agent of Raffin. So this says, at 2 mana, they get the top card of my library. Okay, so basically at 2 mana they draw cards. That 2 mana and tap. That is really good. Now at least I think I'll take the Sojak, just because it's cheaper. So I mean, of course, using 2 mana this early just to draw cards is not the way to go, because that's gonna make you unable to add to the board. But if this game goes any longer, I will not be able to beat this Agent of Raffin. Yeah, the Alchemy has a pretty sick limited cards. Oh, that's a good reader. Alright, land is really good. Now I'm going to trade away there. How do I do it? I guess I can just play the Angelic Observer too. I'm gonna lose a citizen here no matter what. This is not a citizen though, I can't. Okay, how important is it to surprise someone with this swooping projector? I guess it could be used to kill this, but how relevant that is even is. Given my flyers in here, I might just win the game before they get any significant benefit out of this Agent of Raffin. Now this will trade with the Mage's Attendant anyway, so do I want to have the 3 life or not? I don't think it matters. Let's just do it like this. I have all flyers here. As long as they don't have a big flyer or reach guy. I don't think this set has reach guys. Well, it has a red reach guy. Nimble Lastness, that doesn't hit anything in my hand, and 2/1 is too small to be an actual threat, so that's all. That is just a 3 mana 2/1 flyer, which I don't have to worry about. They do know about the flash guy though, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay, servant number 2. So their double blocks are fine. They can block with this one. Yeah, it's fine. Let's just attack. Sojak, not the most impressive attacker because of the 2 power for a 3-drop, but the citizens energies are worth it to have it in this deck. Now, I think I should play the 2 mana cards, because I get to attack with the 3/3 servant. That is valuable when they don't have really a good blocker for it, at least. Not yet. Of course they do have access to 5 mana right now, but the other option was to play the Swooping Protector, but I think I wanted to add multiple creatures to the board. The Skycryer trading with the Larcenist is something I'm totally fine with. Elspeth. Alright, well there was supposed to be something amazing there, of course. So they can start growing their guys. Okay, yeah, that's that has life flying right now. Dealing with the Elspeth is gonna be really nasty. Really nasty. Well, I don't have a good attack on the Skycryer now, I don't think so. I guess that's gonna work. They double block this sword jack. Well, then they are free to do that. Because if I get to kill Elspeth, that's really good. So I'm going to do like this, because that's what happens when Planeswalker enters the battlefield. You ignore the opponent's life total. Especially in this case when this Planeswalker is just gonna make their board insane. They're gonna jump with it. At least I get to basically I trade the Larcenist, I mean the sword jack with the Larcenist and the 1/1 token here. But sadly the Agent of Raffine will be becoming a little bit too much to handle. I guess it's just one flyer.
Hey, I'm just running an errand.
So Galacriter's not important. They know about this. If they have a counterspell, I guess. Well, let's see what happens. I guess if they have a counterspell, I'm gonna feel miserable not casting this right away. They even know about it. I'm gonna cast it anyway, but maybe they have like a sorcery speed effect that could kill this, like the uncommon that gives -0, -3. That's like one reason to make it like this. But the problem is this will be a 3/4 flying and maybe like what, lifelink? Yeah, they're gonna give. Oh no, they could give a first strike too. So I need one of my pump spells or the equipment or something, because this is too much of a blocker, especially if they give it lifelink. I can't really attack through it. Okay, well, Grisly Sigil, this is one. Well, no, they don't have anything to well, whatever. I guess I denied them the opportunity to do something with the Grisly Sigil on this guy, but I don't think they were going to. Okay, they should activate Elspeth right now. So this gets a +1/+1 counter and lifelink, I'm pretty sure. Reservoir crack. Okay, this gets flying. Right. No, it doesn't. Because I guess I can tap this, and in this game I don't actually care about them getting 1/1 unblockable. So the Kraken isn't that nasty right now. But how do I? It's gonna be a lifelink. No, they gave first strike. I think that is a mistake, but I'm happy that they made it that way. So I'm gonna lose one of my guys now. So I can tap it down and then they can just jump block. But Elspeth is at 4 loyalty. It's not even gonna die yet. Oh, this is horrible. Alright, so I guess what is happening, this is gonna get tapped, they get the 1/1, and then they're gonna jump block the Civil Servant. Which is fine, because then I get a 3 life, I suppose. But man, this is just how the Planeswalker, these crazy good Planeswalkers. Oh, I don't even get a 3 life because I tapped my. Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter in the end. But yeah, I mean, I just start throwing away creatures here. So I can. No, the only way to kill this on the next turn is to. Because they can still block the 3/3, and this is because they're gonna go to 3. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I know there's a hero inside.
All right. Well, I've won some games with rares myself. This is just one of the cases where you have to accept that this is limited magic. Sometimes the opponent has a rare that completely turns the game. Well, that is a citizen, so I guess the problem here is that I still don't have I mean, I can't beat the flyer. That is the problem here. So again, I can tap a guy, but it doesn't matter even. Decline this. So they can eat the speakeasy server. Yeah, they will lose finally the Elspeth, but this is a thing that is gonna draw cards, because now what happened, the game, thanks to the Elspeth, is gonna go very late, and they can get cards with this all the time. So they're effectively drawing 2 cards a turn. With the murder, I'm just gonna concede the game. I still don't get to deal with the Elspeth. It's not gonna, I mean, not gonna work here. It's just too much. Actually, one of the reasons I'm conceding these games is that the time, it's getting pretty late, and I have an early wake up next morning, and this event ceases to exist before the next time I get to start Magic Arena, so I have to finish this, wrap this up now, and it's already, I have to actually wake up 7 hours from now, and I have still at least 1 round left, so that's the reason. Because what's gonna happen here? They're gonna block this. I lose the shield here. Elspeth is gonna go back to 4 loyalty, you know, doing what it does. I no longer have any attacks because the 4/5 flying first track vigilance is gonna hold my entire board here. And then, well, basically, because even if I make this tapped, they will get a 1/1 token that they can jump with, and I lose every creature that's gonna get blocked by the Agent of Raffine. And of course, this using the ability each turn means that they have access to 2 fresh cards each turn, in addition to one of the loyalty abilities of Elspeth. So it's just not gonna work here. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the game no matter what, 100%, no questions asked. And this actually is my last game because I have 2 losses and 6 wins, so yeah, no matter what, next round is the last one. Okay, I'm on the draw, but I still have a very good hand here. Let's see if various bomb cards are gonna affect how this game is going to proceed. I even have the 3 lands now, so I don't have to hope for lands right away. Format is decent. Let's see what that means for me. Well, let's see if it's gonna be a 2/1 or a 3/2. That's a big difference. It's a 3/2. So guess I can use the beatdown or something. I mean, I don't have to kill it, because I could just play these and then, you know, offer the trade, in which I don't think they're gonna take the trade in that case. But I can also play the servant here. I will play the servant now, because if they now attack, then I can attack back with 3 power lifelinker. They do have 3 mana up. I'm not gonna block here. So they could have like a jewel thief here. Gathering. Okay, that's insane. Well, let's see how many of them they get, but well, at least it's not a rare that's gonna beat me in this game. Oh man, that's really tough. I don't think I have a way to win here now, because they get... I mean, I have to trade with each of these Gathering Throngs. I don't have a blocker for them right now. And the opponent was on the play. They are... I'm taking 7 or trading away the 7th. I'm still doing that because I can make this into a 4 power guy, but do I even want to? Actually, it's more important to kill this. Do I need life instead? I need to make it as big as I can be so that I can block those stuff. Now what I can do, I can make this into a 4. I guess I could also... Taking so much damage here. 3s. That's 9 damage I'm taking here. Because I'm not planning on blocking with the Gala creatures. So I can go to 14, then I go to 5. Let's do that, because the reason being that next turn I can again make this into a 4 power creature. And then I can actually kill the Darling of the Masses. That's the idea. With the bouncer speed down. But I'm gonna go to 5 now. Yeah, this thing drawing free cards is pretty insane. Oh, and they even have the... they can just trade with it now. Oh, actually it's... No, it's not gonna work that way, because... I have the bouncer speed down here. Let's just do, I guess, like a... It's here. I'm still getting the counters. And I'm going to attack. I'm gonna leave the 1/1 to block, so I'm going to attack with this guy. Like this, and then hope they block with the throng, and then I can kill the Darling and I can eat the throng for free. Unless they have a, fourth family, in which case I can concede. I will concede if they have a fourth family here. They did it. So now this is just back to 3/1, so I get to eat it for free and I get 4 again. So this is, now the 3/1s are not gonna be that nasty, because I get the creatures to be at a 4/4 on the next turn. Well, of course they have that in their deck. If they have a land here, they get to draw another card from the Rumor Gatherer. Yeah, the opponent just had better curve than I, but it's still not over. Still not over, even though they just have so many more cards than I, but maybe the Gala creatures can actually matter here. Yeah, they can attack only for 3, it's fine. And then I will lose the Civil Servant, but they will have to at least block it with 2 things, a 3/1 and a 1/1. So... can attack with the life-linking flyer. So how am I gonna do it? This is gonna grow the creatures for sure. Can play the Observer here. Get maybe 2 life, because I don't need a treasure token here. I'll do this. Wait a minute, how many creatures I'm gonna lose here? Citizens, I mean. I can afford to lose 1, but not 2. If they for some reason choose to go for the block, I'm gonna lose the Servant. I have to do it like this. Just to make sure I can cast it on this team. Oh! I wasn't supposed to take the treasure, but I suppose. I guess it's too late now. So I'm gonna attack with this and this. And do I care about... I could attack with the 1/1 ground guy. I'm gonna tap this Crier for this Servant. I guess if the opponent doesn't have anything, my 4/4 and 3/3 is gonna hold the ground. So I can offer the trade with the 1/1 there. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe. Sure. Who knows? Maybe every bit of life, every bit of damage can count. So the fact that this connects now might be important. I guess the treasure isn't that bad, because I have the Botanical Plaza here, and I also have this Crowbar I might want to move around. So the extra 1 mana might be better than extra 2 life there. Now that I think of it. So another informant. So the opponent has like just the best white columns. But thanks to me being so focused on flyers, the 3/1s are not actually that, nasty. And of course, the fact I gained so much life from this thing mattered a lot, and the fact that Gala creatures is now here able to do some nice blocks is gonna matter too. Now they're gonna again draw a card from the the rumor gatherer. But maybe it's not enough. Let's do this. Make this into a... I guess just put the counter there. And then give it the crowbar to one of the Skycryers, I guess. If I give it to this, the 5-5 will be blocked by the 3-1 and the 2-1. I guess a 6-6 will be blocked by different set of... The thing is that if I put the crowbar on a Skycryer, they will block the 2-2 with the Inspiring Overseer anyway. So it's kind of pointless maybe. Alright. Let's give it to creatures. Let's make them throw even better creatures. Now the 1-1 stays to block and the thief too. And I can, you know, equip this thing post combat. I think they're gonna, you know, kill this guy. Just like that. It did its job, I think. And then they didn't actually block with the Overseer. I don't know who I want to equip with this thing. So do I want to face the treasure if I'm gonna re-equip it next turn anyway? I don't need it on this thing or on this thing. So I suppose I just don't waste the treasure yet. Decoy. Well, oh, they didn't glitch it. Okay, the 1-1 is gonna be a good blocker on that anyway. Okay, so my flyers, man, this is the third time they draw a card from this thing. And still I'm doing good, but I guess now they have a removal spell. Yeah, bouncer speed down. But okay, so they have no intention to trade the Overseer with the Skycrash, but now they really wanted to attack with it, but they have to realize that they have to just trade with one of them. Okay, so I guess I'll draw a card first. Okay, I can play that thing. Means I can't. Now if I did, yeah, if I used one treasure on the previous turn to equip this, I mean, now I basically miss out on the equip. Oh well. So this, do I want to attack with the Jewel Thief? Nah. I'm gonna do this now though, because I might lose one of these now. So, but yeah, it was a good thing to have the. Good draw to have the Observer here, because now, and yeah, they don't attack and they don't block with it. So why didn't they attack if they're not gonna block with it? I'm happy now. Okay, they have their own life limit thing, and they get a 4th card from the Rumor Gatherer right now. They just draw an insane amount of cards, and this the Gathering Throne drew them 3 more of those Gathering Thrones, and I'm still in the game. So I guess it's just, I mean, I guess my draw really works against their draw quite nicely here now, because I'm actually the one who is doing good here. And look at this. Wow. Well, I'm gonna play this anyway, see what happens, and then I'm gonna move the crowbar on. Well, they're not gonna jump block the Observer. They are gonna trade with the Skycryer now. I could do this, but they have good blocks on it. I'm gonna make the Observer into a 4-4. So they are down to 2 with me having lethal flash, although they will be able to gain life from the Civil Servant. But I have 6 power of flying attackers here now. They have another Inspiring. Look at the deck. And now they're gonna find another creature, and this is gonna draw a 5th card in the game. They are down to 13 cards in the deck. All because of drawing multiple cards. Okay, they can... Let's see. Civil Servant is gonna be a 4-4. Well, I have to... Yeah, the Civil Servant is just... Oh, come on. It was so good for so long, but now they have a lifelinker that makes everything go bad. Oh man, how many games in this event have I lost so that I was on the brink of winning and then something crazy happens? The one with the Maestro's Ascendancy, and then the one with the, I guess was the previous match, and then this. I mean, and all this is because they have a 6 point of life gain here now. I mean, I can still draw some good stuff here. Let's not get too desperate here, but that is not good stuff. That is not good stuff at all. I can draw a card, I mean, make us both draw a card here. So they're going to... Yeah, this thing just gains them life all the time. 6 life a turn, so I need to attack for more than 6 to make progress here. It's not gonna work. These are overseer traits with the Skycryer. I can attack with the Darling of the Masses, which is gonna get blocked, you know, by a 2-1, 3-1. Even if I move around the... I think what I have to do is just draw something good here. That is... Well, I don't want to actually attack with this, because losing this card is horrible. So I guess now that I have the Skycryer there, I'm gonna just do like this, and I guess I have to just... No, I think I have lost the game because of the Civil Servant gaining life. I mean, of course, for multiple other reasons too, them drawing, what, 5 cards with this drawing 3 other Gathering Throngs are the main reasons, and then 2 Inspiring Overseers drawing them also cards by cantripping. So yeah, it was pretty insane. So now if I move around this, I guess I can... I mean, I can block with the Jewel Thief, and now they're gonna go to 11. That's a problem because they also have all that stuff, and they can of course move the Ceremonial Groundbreaker on anyone they want to move it on. I feel like I have to double block the Servant with the Darling of the Masses and the Jewel of Thief. I will lose the pump effect from this, but it's just what's gonna happen. Because at least they can't kill both of them, because this is 6 power and this is 8 toughness total. But yeah, the entire game, they have drawn 11 more cards than I. Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise that they have all this stuff, because they have drawn so many cards. So now I don't have... They go back to 11. Yeah. The life gain is nasty. Life gain is nasty indeed. I have a for the family, don't I? Do I have a for the family? Could that make me win? Ah, the Skyline Saver, alright. So I think that all the 3 games that I lost in this event, and I assume I will lose this, is because I mean, not because, but all of them were games where I was like just clearly winning, and then something happened that just totally... I mean, in this game, I was able to kind of beat all the advantage they had otherwise, but the life linking ground guy has already gained them, what, 12 life. So they would be at -1 now. So this thing flies, Yep, that's it. Kind of sad end to this event, but what can I do? I mean, I can't blame the opponent for drawing the cards they drafted during the draft. So that's just a very amazing deck they had, and the fact I was able to almost win if they just didn't have this thing was maybe also a testament to my deck having some pretty good stuff. I guess I needed to draw my own ceremonial groundbreaker there. That could have maybe helped something. But now I just couldn't attack into this board anymore. And I'm just losing to their attack. And this thing alone makes them completely out of reach to me. So there was no victory here. And well, I guess at the point where opponent has drawn 11 more cards than you, usually they will have the advantage. And yeah, I could have maybe, if they, I mean, I wasn't really gonna win with decking them out, but one option is to make them draw cards. But with 9 cards left in their deck, I would have been dead before. That's a thing. So another one of these Alchemy Premier drafts where I got to, I think in this one and in the previous, one I got to 6-1 and then happened to lose the 2 games back to back. So I didn't get the trophy, but of course again 6 wins is definitely what you are happy to have in a Premier draft. This is also going to be the final Alchemy Premier draft. The next ones will be traditional draft of Streets of New Capenna. There won't be a lot of them on this channel. There will be a fewer uploads until the July set releases, which is the Alchemy what Alchemy, yeah, more Alchemy, yes. What's the Baldur's Gate something? I don't even know the details, but it's related to the recent paper release, which didn't happen on Arena, but they made their own Arena version of that set, and it will be draftable and all that, so it will have its own mastery pass. It will happen in July. So between this video and somewhere in the first half of July, there won't be a lot of uploads on this channel, but I will have a few of those New Capenna traditional drafts just to have some content on the channel. And I do like the occasional draft, even though the format isn't the greatest. I don't mind drafting it once in a while. So even though it says here this event ends in 21 hours, like I said, I need to wake up in 7 hours, so I better go to sleep, and then I will have a bit longer work day. So basically I won't be home. Well, maybe I will be at home before this event ends, but I have other things to do than just hop into a draft. So this will be the final Alchemy Premier draft. But I think the format is seen. The Alchemy cards are really strong in limited, of course, because they are all tuned to have some function in constructed, if not in competitive constructed, at least be some good casual build rounds or something, and all of that stuff is very good in limited. And the power level of this format is really high, even though it's only 1 Alchemy card per draft pack. So in every draft there are 8 people, and there are 24 Alchemy cards, so on average 3 per drafter, and those really make a big impact when they show up in games. So I think this is for a few drafts, this is a fun way to collect Alchemy cards and have like a bit refreshment on the limited format. But of course the swingy bum cards are not really good for any kind of a longer limited play, so I don't actually care about the fact that I won't be able to play this specific format anymore. Alright, so next video, I don't know when it's gonna be. It could be like a week from now or something, but there will be more drafts coming up. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.